Now we will talk about Truncover option. Okay, handles missing value. If any record is less than width size, missover option gives a null for all records except the record that has the width size. Okay, Truncover. Okay, Truncover reads the entire line of data even if it's shorter other than the missover. Okay, other than both missover and Truncover will give same result. Missover is equals to Truncover. Truncover is not equals to missover. Okay, I'll explain you practically. Okay, then you will understand about it. Truncover is equals to, these are two other options. Okay, LRECL option and this is a pad option. Truncover is equals to missover plus pad option. So in this session we'll talk about the Truncover option. So Truncover option is very useful. See, in our real time we'll use mostly DLM, DSD and Truncover. Okay, why Truncover is equal to mixover. Okay, I have given missover by when the last variable has a missing value, at that time only we'll use missover, right? So I'm running this. You can see in this record I have last 3 missing values. In this record I have last 2 missing values. In this record I have last 1 missing value. You can see now this is clearly missover. We are using missover. When I use Truncover, okay, instead of missover, result will be the same, function F3. Now you can see here last missing value, same result, output is same when we use missover and Truncover. Okay, so missover equals to Truncover. But Truncover is not equals to missover. I'll let you know this. So before explaining Truncover option, I'll explain you aligned data and unaligned data. Okay, aligned data is nothing but a standard data. Unaligned data is nothing but non-standard data. So I am keeping my cursor here. Okay, this is my starting position of my column ID. Yes, you can see here below it is showing 1, right? And ending position I am keeping before 1, it is showing 3. Okay, so for here also you can see 1 and here also you can see 3 for this record also. So this column ID having same starting position, yes, and same ending position. Okay, now here my name column, see the starting position of record 1, that is nothing but a column 1, column 5 it is showing the starting position, and here you can see column 8. In this record I want to see my position, then column 5, then here it will show you 8, same, no? So for this column it is showing same positions, right? For this also it will show similarly the same, yes, column 10 for here, and here column 11, here column 10, here column 11. This is clear. This is nothing but aligned data. This is nothing but aligned data. Okay, each and every column having the same positions, right? When I run this, you can see the output clearly. Okay, everything it is printing clearly. This is my aligned data. So this is my one more data set. See here, same thing I have, but I have changed here the data set name as AC, and I have copied same, yes, columns, and here observations you can see. This is okay, first column is okay, but here second column, my starting position of name column you can see as a column 5, and ending you can see here 8, but here starting is 5 but ending is, you can see here 13, but it is here 8, right? Here 18, here you can see 16 here down. Okay, so starting positions are same for name column, but ending position you can see different. So this is not an aligned data, this is an unaligned data. This is clear. Okay, so when I run this, it will print correct output or not? No. See, our character variable has by default 8 bytes only. You can see count also, you can count also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bytes only, right? So it by default it prints 8 bytes. For that, what we will use? We will use the length statement, right? We will use length statement and return statement, then it will work out. So when you have spaces here, Ram Kumar space Verma, okay, Raja Ram space Mohan. So when you have spaces, then what you will use? Length does not support when the values are separated by spaces, right? Length does not support when the values are separated by spaces. So another option is what we will use? We will use $width dot. So my name variable is there, $sign is there because it is a character variable. Okay, after that I'll write width. Width means, see here, which value has more length here? In the third record we have this value as more, right? So count this from where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Count the space also. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. Right? What width we will write? Exact width what we will write? 15. 15 dot. So I'll run this now. Ram Mohan 8 it is showing. Here my ID is 1 or 2, but it is showing in the age column. So this is not the correct output, right? So when we are using width, then also it is not showing our correct output. This is unaligned data. That's why width doesn't work. Okay. So this is a note. So for aligned data, it will work. For unaligned data, it will not work. Okay, width doesn't work for unaligned data. When you have here space Mahi, Varma, okay, so the values are separated by spaces, no? So how much bytes it is containing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am writing 10 dot. Okay, so when I run this, you can see Mahi Varma 87 here. But the same thing it is showing here. Why? Because this is an unaligned data. Okay, see, my starting position is here and ending position is here. Right here, ending position is here. So here all the starting positions are same, but ending position you can see these things. See this is my ab.txt file. Here I have given a, nothing but a name, okay, like Rani. Okay, here Ravi Varma, Ram Kumar Singh, like that. I have given shortly A B ABC, like that. Okay, this is my name column. Okay, you can see here which record is having more length, the last record, right? Starting position you can see here left side down, column 1, you can see the starting position here and the ending position is 11. Okay, ending position is 11. Now I'm saving this file, save. So I have written dataset name as AB because my text file name is AB. So I have given infile single quotations with the, I have copied the file location path here. Next input, my column name is name. So I'm giving name dollar because it is a character variable, right? So I'll run this. What it will show, we'll see. It is printing till where? H. Why? Our character variable only by default it will display 8 bytes, right? I want my output to be displayed like this, right, till k. For that, what we will use? We will use length statement, right? So where we will use before the input statement, we'll use length statement. So length, 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 name dollar. Yes, how much length we have to give. See in this 11, no, you can see I have kept cursor before K, and down left side you can see column 11, so you have to give 11. Okay, space, give space here. Okay, then I'll run this. Okay, whatever I'm expecting it is printing, right? Yes. Otherwise, I don't want to write this length. I want to give only width. Okay. So, we will give 11 dot here. Width dot. Dollar width dot. Now I'll run. It is printing correctly? No, because I have given how many records I have given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 records I have given, right? But it is printing in the output 6 only. This is not correct way. Why width is not working here? Because it is an unaligned data, right? Starting position and ending position here is totally different, right? Yes, it's totally different for all records. Okay, this will not work. So this is my ABB text file. You can see here I have spaces, okay, here. Yes, now the values are separated by spaces. What we'll use? When the values are separated by spaces, length doesn't work. We'll use width only, right? Yes. Now you can see, count this. What is the width of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Otherwise, you can keep the cursor here before F. Before last letter, you have to keep the cursor. So 7. Okay, width, dollar, width, 7 we will write here. So I'll save this file, save, and I'll copy the path, ABB path. So properties, go to the security. Yes, copying this, then close this, then I'm writing here, Control V. And what is my dataset name? Data ABB, right? Semicolon, then Infile, single quotations, semicolon, then input, name dollar. Here, what is my width? 7 dot, right? Semicolon, run semicolon. Okay. Next, I'm copying this, and my dataset name is ABB. I'm running this. Okay. So here you can see how many observations? 3 observations. But I have given here how many observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 observations are there. But it is displaying only 3 observations. This is not my correct output, right? You think that misover is also we have to write. Okay. Why? Because the values are missing. See, this is only one column, name column. Okay. Names are separated by spaces here. Think this. This is not a space delimiter. This is names are separated by space here. This is one column only. Okay. So when you use misover, it will not give a correct output, right? Misover means what? When the last columns are having missing values, then we will use misover, but not here. No, this is wrong. No, which record it is printing here? You can see this record. Why it is printing this and it is ignoring these all records? Why it is ignoring these all records? Why it is printing this means we have given the width here that as a 7. So whatever record having width, okay, 7, okay, whatever record is having 7 width as a 7, okay, misover will print only the width who's having 7 only, okay, only print the record who's having 7th width, okay, it will not print the remaining records. In the output you can see here, it is printing only whatever width I have given, it is printing that, but it is not printing this. So in this scenario, in this scenario, trunk over is not equals to miss over. Now, when I use trunk over here, what it will print, we will see. It is printing my 6 observations. Totally 6 observations I have in my text file, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay. So, what is uh, the difference here means when you use a miss over, it is printing the record which is having the width, okay, 7, whatever width I have given, it is printing that only. It is not printing the records which is having less width than 7. Okay, so the records which are having width less than 7, it is not printing, right? So when we use trunk over, it is printing all the records, right? Okay, whose width is 7 it is printing, whose width is less than 7 also it is printing. This is clear about trunk over. So that in this scenario, trunk over is not equals to miss over. When we use instead of trunk over, it will print the record who's having the width 7, and it will not print the records whose width is less than 7. Clear? So without trunk over, without any option, I'm running this. Now you can see it is width is not working here, no? I said width will not work when the data is unaligned, right? In that case, we will use, yes, trunk over. Clear? Trunk over option. Clear? This one. Now, one more example I'll explain you. See here. You can see clearly that this is my AC text file, and here which delimiter I'm using, space, tab, pipe, space, comma, which delimiter I'm using? Pipe. Okay, for that we have to give option. What option we have to give? What are my special options in file? We have two special options, that is DLM and DSD. Okay, DSD only works for the comma delimiter. So, okay, don't talk about the DSD. DLM is equals to single quotations of pipe symbol we will write. That option we will write in this. And next is here values are separated by space. So length works or not works? It will not work because length doesn't work for when the values are separated, length doesn't work. So what we will use instead of length? We will use width. So we will use width and this pipe. Okay, and here missing is there. So I want to be display as a blank only, no? So for that what option we will use? Missing. For missing we use DSD as well as miss over. Okay, so we will talk about this. Okay, first I'll keep my cursor here, then I'll save this. Okay, now I'll copy this path and I'll explain you. So this is my AC data set. So because text file name is AC, that's why I have given data set as AC. These are my column names, yes, variable names, ID, name, age, status, sal, designation. You can see here, this is ID, this is name, this is age, this is status, this is salary, and this is nothing but a designation. Now, spaces are there here. Yes, option we will use DLM is equals to single quotations of pipe, and spaces are there. For that we have to give the width. Where we will give width, for which columns you have to give the width? Yes, for width when we will use when the values are separated by spaces. Here only these values, designation values, are separated by spaces. So what width we will give? Which value is having large width? You can see here mechanical engineer is having large width, it's having. So you can keep your cursor, otherwise you can count it how much width it is. So 1 2 3 4 19. Okay, so 19 is my width. Okay, I'm saving this. Width is nothing but 19th, where you will write here 19 dot dollar 19 dot. Okay, and DLM is equals to, yes, DLM is equals to single quotations of pipe, right? And what you'll use, misover will work only for the when the last column having missing value. Okay, so I'll use this miss over. Now I'll run. What it will show, it will show my exact output or not, we will see. It is showing only this thing. Yes, what it is showing, it is showing mechanical engineer because I have given the width here 19, so it will display the records who's having 19. Miss over will not work. Okay, DSD we will see. Yes, this is not my correct output, right? This is not my correct output. So DSD is also not working. Then what I have to give, we'll see Truncover. Okay, Truncover is printing everything, but here 7, 8 it is showing. We will see. Where is my cursor? Keep your cursor clearly and save this. Okay, so here is something. If you have just keep your cursor before R, then save it, file, save. Okay, then I'll run this again. If it is not working means I need to copy the path again. Now it is working. Clear? Right? Successfully output is created. When we are using Truncover option, our output we can see clearly. So this is the pipe delimiter, right? You can have another way to do. Yes, when there is a pipe delimiter, length works, right? I'll show you. I'll copy the same thing, Control C and Control V. Then DLM, after this one I'll remove. Okay, so length also you can use. No, length will work for the any other delimiters, but it will not work for the space delimiter, right? So length designation dollar semicolon. So what length we can give? We can give any length for our safe site. You can give average length. We will give DSD. Now I'll run this. Now it is printing correctly. Yes, but first it is printing. What is the drawback here? Why it is printing designation after that IT age salary? Because we are using length. Drawback is nothing but we can't display variable creation order. So for that we will write, what we will write? Retain. Okay, and I want my variables to be printed in this order only, and I'll copy this and remove the dollar sign. We will not use dollar in the retain. Okay, from beginning I am saying follow what I am saying, practice just for 1 hour. Okay, now I'll run this. You can see clearly that my output is created. Okay, so you can see here, compare. Okay, in this scenario, which one is good for us? See, here you are using retain length statement. Okay, and you are using these two, DLM, DSD, which is very, very confusing, and you have to write, okay, in real time. It will take a time. It will take a long time. But here, you can see without any statements, length and retain, and we have used only Truncover, which is working very well here. Both are printing the same output. There is no different outputs for this, right? I have explained you by using this Truncover, you are getting the same output, and I have explained you that by using DLM and DSD, when you run this, you are getting the same output. Okay, so in this scenario, which one is easy? Which one is better for us? Truncover, right? Truncover is better because when you use Truncover, okay, so what you are using here, you are using width only. Yes, width, Truncover, and what you are using? DLM you are using. Here you are using DLM, DSD. Why DSD? For missing value. Yes. When you use misover, what it will display? Last column is having missing value, no? what it will display? It will display the same, miss over or DSD, anything you can use. Okay. So without using width, can I use length and retain? Yes, you can write a trunk over and length retain. The output will give you the same. Okay, no worries here also. But instead of giving length retain, you can give width also. No, that is short. Yes. So you can see this is my AD text file. Here the values are separated by spaces. When the values are separated by spaces, length doesn't work in the space delimiter. Clear? It will work for any other delimiter, but it will not work for the space delimiter. What we will use? Width we will use. Okay. And this is a space delimiter where we don't need to write any other options. Write DLM. So I have copied the path. Yes. What is my text file name? AD. So I'm writing AD. Here also AD. Now. So length doesn't work. What will use width? For which column we have to use width? Width I will use when the values are separated by spaces. At that time we'll use width. Okay. So what is the width here? 1. We have counted, right? 19. Yes. $19 dot. So $19 dot. We'll run this first of all. Now it is printing so and so numbers here, 103. My ID is 103, but it is printing here in the designation column. This is not a correct thing, right? I'll save this again. Missing value is there here. So for that purpose, what you'll use, last column values are missing, no? So I'm writing miss over option. Now I'll run this. But when we use width, what it will display here, miss over mechanical engineer, because it is containing width 19, right? And remaining values are less than 19th width, so it will not print that. So this is not my correct output. So instead of miss over, what we will use then? Trunk over, right? Trunk over. Now I'll run this. Now you can see it is clearly displaying our output, right? You came to know that when we use width, $width dot, when we use $width dot, miss over, the drawback of miss over is nothing but it will print that width value only. Okay, it will not print the remaining values. Okay, when we use trunk over, it will print all the values till 19th width. So you can see here which delimiter, comma delimiter. Yes, comma delimiter works for DSD also. Okay. So, and the values are separated by spaces, right? So for that, what you will do? You have to write length. Length will be so length will work for comma delimiter. Yes, it will work for any delimiter except space delimiter, right? So here I have copied the same thing. Okay, this is my data set AD1 think. Okay, assume that, and DSD is length. So length retain, so I'm giving length designation 22. So I'm running this. Now you can see clearly my output, right? DSD I have used, and I have used retain and length. Okay, instead of DSD you want to use miss over. Okay, miss over. You have to write no DLM is equals to single quotations of comma. Okay, I'll run this. It is printing the correct output only. Clear? So instead of miss over, you want to write trunk over. It will print or not? Miss over is equals to trunk over. We will see. Yes, miss over is equals to trunk over. There is no problem here. Okay. So trunk over is not equals to miss over when we have the width. Okay, at that time.